Hello, welcome back to Subtech Online. It's me again, Sabit Christopher. Today I want to take you through collaboration and sharing Google Sheets. Before we go to how you collaborate with other users in Google Sheets, the first thing you have to know is there is always when you import an Excel into Google Sheets, like if you convert any Excel to Google Sheets, or if you share with anyone an Excel attachment on mail and that person chooses to open it with Google Sheets. Most of the cases it will open with this extension, the XLSX, meaning that it is still carrying the format of Excel. Now, how do you change this to Google Sheets? Now, before you change it to Google Sheets, these are the limitations you have. A few of them, but many are hidden. When you have this format, you'll be limited to using some of the formulas which are already incorporated with Google Sheets. Now, the most thing is if you reach a point of collaboration and protection or protecting your sheet. When you check to data, how do we protect our sheets? You always come to data and you find there is an option here of protect. But in the case where your file is still XLX, not yet in Google Sheets, you can never have that option. Even if you go to your Google Sheet name and right click, you can never have that option. Now, let's first switch to a sheet that is already opened in Google Sheets. So note the difference on this, and when you come to this one, you see this one is already a Google Sheet. And when you check the two, there is a difference. So since this one is already saved as a Google Sheet, because when you click here, you find that it doesn't tell you to save as a Google Sheet. When we come to data, it has an option of protect sheets and ranges. That is the first functionality you miss out when you don't change your Excel sheets online into Google Sheets. Then even when I come to the sheet and right click, I will always come and see the protect sheet, which means when you start using your Google Sheet or your imported sheet without changing it to Google Sheets, you'll miss out a lot. So how do we change this to Google Sheet? You go to File, then you go to Save as Google Sheets. The moment you click this, it is going to open another tab and save your file as a Google Sheet, which means if you have already shared this file with any members, collaborators, viewers, and commenters, you'll have to share with them again this. Now, when we come to this that is already saved as a Google Sheet, you see it has the protect sheets and ranges, of which this one didn't have. So I will immediately cancel this because it is now part of my business. Now, why do we share data? Obviously, online you have to share data, you have to collaborate, you have to leave people to comment if you have to use data in real time, or you have to share data in real time. How do we share or collaborate with other users? So you go to share, you click on share, then there is always a tab where you're supposed to add people or groups. So you can add a group email, or you can add individuals. So if I'm to add someone here, I'll add myself, that is sabit.christopher@gmail. So this check means that if I share this, it is going to notify the users or the emails I've added here that they have been shared with this sheet. The moment you don't want them to receive a notification, you always untick this, which means you'll just tell them that I shared in your sheet. They will go to their Google Drive, shared with me, and they will find it there. But if you want them to be notified in their email, you do the ticking, you check that. Then if there is any message to add on this, you can always put here, please, let's collaborate on the report. So the moment I share this, it is going to send an email with this message to all the people I've shared with here as a notifier. Now, there is something else. If the people you have added here, you want them to just do a viewing, not edit, you change it from here. So I can change whether these to be viewers, or I can change For them to be commenters, I can change for them to be editors. Which means commenters, someone can only comment, they can't edit. They can't edit a cell. Then editors, they do everything. And viewers, they just view, download, copy, but they can't do anything else apart from that. Then there is copying a link and sending it through other platforms like WhatsApp, like Google Chats, like any other platform that is a messaging platform. Someone can receive a link, tap and enter into a document shared with. So you can always copy this, go to any platform, share with them. And now, the moment I said send, it's going to send a notification to sabitchristopher@gmail.com. Now, when I come back to share, I will see that now I have 2 people collaborated. Now, the extension of the settings, there is here restricted. So this is being restricted. Even if I share this link, it is only restricted to the people who have access. So, which means even if I share with you this link and you don't have access here, it will ask you to request for access from the main user. Now, you can change this to anyone with the link. So anyone with the link, you have given them view, or you can give them a comment. They never give them editing. That's why even it is not here. Okay, it is. So if I share this link, anyone who receives this link will be able to view. If I do editor and copy the link, which means everyone who received the link will be able to edit. So I can restrict this and go back to restricted, such that only people added here can always view that document. And the third part, or the fourth, is the settings. Now there are these settings. One, these settings mean that Google Sheets tricks collection. Editors can change permission and share, which means if I leave this checked, every editor will have added on this sheet will be able to add someone, even to remove editors. Actually, an editor can remove other editors. Even if the owner has been changed, an editor can also be removed. So it is always something to look at when you're sharing your data or your sheet with anyone. You feel like they will need editing, but I don't need them to change any permissions. You can uncheck that. Then there is another one where viewers and commenters can see the option of download, print, and copy. Now there is this, you may want people to view, but they should never copy, they should never print, they should never download. So you can uncheck that. But by default, these ones are always unchecked because they are veto. So I can go back. The moment I do done, everything will be okay. Now, the last thing I want to show you is transferring ownership of this document. The moment Subtech Online, who is the owner, is leaving a business, or I no longer want to be in that report, I want to give a report, ownership of the report to someone else, I'll come maybe to now Sabit Christopher, who's already an editor, and this one is only done by the owner. He's the one who has this option of take or transfer ownership. So the moment I do transfer ownership, it is going to tell me that we are transferring ownership to Sabit Christopher, and this Subtech Online will remain on the owner of the sheet, not until Sabit Christopher accepts. So when I say send invitation, it is going to send invitation to Sabiti to accept ownership. If Sabit doesn't want ownership, he will turn down the ownership. But I remain the owner not until he accepts the ownership. So that's how you transfer ownership. And this is always a support button. You can read more about Google Sheets. So this is it, guys. Thank you for watching, and remember to leave a comment. Please like, hit the notification bell, and hit that red button. Bye bye. Meet you in the next video.